Austin, good to see you. We start with an important question. Are you ever too old for an annuity? As Americans live longer and face growing concerns about outliving their savings, annuities are becoming increasingly popular. In fact, annuity sales surpassed 432 billion in 2024. We're still waiting on the 25 numbers. That's all according to LIMRA. Of course, timing is everything. If you are under 50, an annuity probably isn't the right move. But on the flip side, most insurers stop selling them once you hit 90. So when is the right age to buy an annuity?
Yeah, this is a good question, Aaron. I think one that, sometimes we get pigeonholed into a box a little bit with, right? Is it's not so much about the age. It's kind of like asking what is the right age to get married, right? There's no one size
Mhm.
fits all, but really we need to think of
Right.
this question of when is the right time to buy an annuity, with a broader context of your overall retirement plan, right? How does this annuity or how does this potential income stream fit into my overall retirement plan and cash flow plan and distribution plan in conjunction with things like our tax plan, right? When we have all of this built out in a retirement plan, then we're able to be more confident in making the decision that, yes, this is indeed the right time to purchase an annuity.
I'd like to talk through what problems annuities solve. A lot of people kind of consider them a private pension. And we bring that up because, of course, if we take a look at the workers with a pension by year of birth, there are fewer and fewer of us who have these pensions.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those things that seems to be going by the wayside, right?
Right.
It's getting less and less common, that's for sure. So, really, one of the main kind of factors of an annuity of why they're potentially attractive to folks is you can kind of recreate this private pension, as we like to call it. And really, it's one of the things that we think is very important in retirement. We spend a lot of time thinking about the pure level of our income in retirement, right? Perhaps we want to have $100,000 a year or
Right.
$150,000 a year. But just as important as the pure level is the stability of that income, right? Is our income highly reliant on the market, or is it stable from something like potentially an annuity?
Hmm. Buying an annuity could mean loss of liquidity. So, how much of your assets should be in an annuity?
Yeah, very important consideration here. Of course, when we get one thing right, we tend to give up another, and that is true with an annuity, right? Is we do, kind of solidify that guaranteed income feature, but of course, that comes with loss of liquidity. So, again, as far as how much or what is the right number, it's hard to say because it really needs to be built out in conjunction with the retirement plan. So, kind of as we were alluding to in question one, it's really important that we have all of these decisions working in concert, right? And not making decisions in a silo.
Hmm. That being said, Austin, let's say that somebody comes into your office and you determine that annuities are not a good fit. What are some alternatives to create stable income in retirement?
Yeah, two that come kind of to the top of my mind right off the bat would be something like a dividend stock strategy, which is something that we hear a lot about. Of course, not as potentially guaranteed or safe as potentially annuity income could be, but it is a way to generate steady cash flow from a portfolio. And two would be something like a bond ladder or bond structure, right? That would provide that monthly or quarterly income. And finally, one thing that is a little bit unique about what we do here at Patriot Wealth is we have access to a tool or tools, I should say, that are called structured income notes, which
Yeah.
these are vehicles that provide monthly cash flow, typically issued by very large banks, think our Wall Street banks. But it's something unique here that you can't just go down to your local, bank
Right.
branch and get
Right.
access to. And that is a big diversifier of income streams for our clients.
Right. Well, it's nice to talk through kind of the alternatives and different options. I think a lot of people would probably have questions about whether an annuity does make sense as part of their financial plan. So, Austin, if somebody would like to come in, sit down, and talk this through with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, you can give us a call at 919-322-4113 or send us an email at info@patriotwealthnc.com.
Great. Austin, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.